And some of you have taken molecular evolution, molecular biology or evolutionary biology, and they might have used MEGA7 before. And I think if you use Mac like I do, MEGA7 stopped working completely. Like it shut down. It like it's defunct. It's like not at all workable. It will crash immediately in your face, like all the time. So MEGAX is pretty stable. So I recommend using this. And there's a slight difference in menu appearance, but it's the same thing. So our project today is gonna be like the one of the cutest thing on earth is bears. So I'm gonna do with bears. So I think for me, bear is just really fluffy, ferocious version of dogs, but sometimes not so much. Look at sun bears here. They're like, bleh. That's just me in the afternoon after the Ajahn beer class. Bleh. It's become sun bears. So for us, most people, bears are bears, right? They look bearish. So we're going to try to see which bear are more related to one another. So we have 4 bears in the genus Ursus. This is your typical bears: the brown bear, the polar bear, Asiatic bear, American black bears. And there's like things that look like bear but not really bears. Some bears in Thailand called mi kwai or buffalo bears. I don't know why called buffalo. It's actually small. They're not that big. They're like cute. And sloth bear look kind of like sloth, of course. And spectacle bear because they have spectacles. And then of course pandas, who are not really a bear, but sure, I mean it's debatable. And the outgroup we're gonna use today is this, the red panda, which is a more like a dog thing. It's more like a dog family, but look at that. Let's look at his face. It's like a panda. So we know for sure that we know now that this Alurus fugax is in the different family from the panda. And you look at the name is Arulopoda and Arulus. They used to be related, and they kind of separate them out. So now the panda is in the true bear family, whereas the red panda, despite the common name, are not panda. Now we know. So, and that's what people discover. So we'll see if we discover the same thing that they do. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna choose a sequence from the database and align them and find the right model to work with. And then we construct the tree. So that's the step we're gonna take today. And after you're done, you're gonna get the maximum likelihood tree for cytochrome B using cytochrome B as the data. And in question 2, you can compare the tree that you get with the maximum parsimony and see if the tree are similar or different. And finally, you're gonna make another maximum likelihood tree with another protein called IRBP. And my point here is for you to compare, because when we get different data on the same organism or using different method, do we get the same result? Remember, this is like the exercise on the same 8 organisms, right? What we're gonna attempt here using different method first, same DNA, and same DNA, different method, and this is same method, different DNA, and see if it gives the same answers. It may or may not give the same answer. All the phylogenies are hypothesis, but which hypothesis is the most consistent with our data? So that's the question I want you to answer. This is basically the same thing I just said before, but in the writing form. So if you feel comfortable with the program, or you can follow my instruction easily, please feel free to jump ahead. But if not, let's work together. So I'm gonna switch to the program now. Okay. And for this, I have to share the whole screen. And sorry for my messy desktop. It's gonna look sad, but if you can forget me. This is the most embarrassing part of teaching online, is that I can't have share my, so I'm gonna cover it up with other things. So everyone see my screen okay? Like the whole screen? Yeah, I'm gonna try to hide most of it. All right, so this is MEGAX program, Molecular Evolutionary Genetics Analysis, and it's pretty standard program. You will see this in, sorry. couple things fall off. Never mind, nothing bad. Sorry, my language. So this is free program, and if you publish a paper, there's a paper that published using this program. So don't be ashamed of using this like point and click program. Just like if your phone camera take good picture, it's good pictures. No shame. You don't need DSLR to take good pictures. iPhone 12 works just fine. You know, the same thing. Like this will produce you phylogeny as well. So we're gonna start with this. We're gonna go with align here. Here there's a this button here, the align, and you're gonna edit or build alignment. So in this case, we're going to build our alignment. Here we go. Create a new alignment. Are you building DNA or protein sequence alignment? You could have a protein alignment, but in this class, we're going to focus on DNA alignment. And click, and it's going to open up something humongous here. Showing down this a little bit. So they have empty sequence here. We don't want that. This is like a placeholder. So we just click delete. Oh, it won't delete from here. Or we delete it later. So what we're gonna do is gonna go to this the menu up here called web. So web, and you go into query GenBank. So GenBank is the international database that have a lot of DNA information. So you're gonna query GenBank. And some of you, this is where it might crash. And some of you, it might be so slow here because basically what it does, program would crawl their own browser, and this browser sometimes slow. So in here, you can search for anything you want. There's like a lot of menus here, but we're gonna focus on nucleotide here. And we're gonna start with this bear, like Ursus actus. See, talk about crashing. Already not working for me. See, this is too real. Can't believe it. Okay, I'll start again. New alignment, DNA, and query GenBank. All right, and I'm going to type the species name, Ursus actus. This is brown bear, and this is please don't forget this. You want to type in the name of the region you want to work with. In this case, it's cytochrome B, right? So I want to get the cytochrome B DNA for actus, Ursus actus, and then you can search. And this is gonna take a little while, and it's loading here, then mean it's still running. So they take us to this page. So this is the page for the gene. We don't want that. We want individual things like this. So we want Ursus actus mitochondrial. So, and there's a lot of options. You can choose other one as well, but make sure that the length of DNA are the same. So if you choose the first one being about 400, then the following one should be about the same length. There's something a bit longer, like 1000. This can be used also, but it makes it more difficult to align. So be careful with this. So I'm gonna show this one. Just click on that. This depends on your internet speed, and your RAM on your computer will affect this process significantly. So, okay, it's loading. Forever. If it gets stuck at some point, feel free to like refresh it or back, because it gets stuck from time to time. So this is what you want to see. So there's like a bunch of details where this come from. So this submitted by Zhang and Ryder back in 1993. So that's good. So we have ATCG here, and we want to use this information, and Mega make it easy for us. So you can click this button, say add to alignment, and we'll ask you CDS file in GenBank data. CDS means the coding region. So you can only import the CDS or import the whole thing. In our case, we want to import the whole thing. So it should give us option data downloading. Okay, when you click OK, Then this would allow you to change the name or the sequence. You can choose the first word to be the species name. It will label here. And the second word, usually you should use the voucher name. So this is a specific to your organism. So if you don't change, like have a really long name, this is a long full name. This is too long. We don't want that. You can use this to shorten the name and click OK. And what it does is will import the sequence into your alignment explorers and with the new name that we just do. So the sequence is here and we don't want sequence 1 anymore. You can click on that and delete them. So we're gonna do this for all 8 species, including outgroup. So we're gonna do that for everything. So we have all these 8 things and red panda. So I'm gonna do that. Let me turn back on my music. I gotta do that in the background. If you have, do that along with you. So be on the same page. And if you have questions, just type in. Is there a faster way? Yes, there's a faster way, of course. You can write Python script and pull everything out. And I'll show you another way. You can use this way. The other way, so if you are more computer savvy people, you can just copy this ATCGNG and put in text file and import into the programs. So, but let's try this way so that we actually more aware of what we do. So I'm gonna do it along with you. And oh, not this one. Shit. Okay. I'll turn on some music to get us happy. She's the one that into the night. Never ever no more free till your friends say you're so happy. So you go back to this and you can type the new name in. Oh shit. Sorry. So I'm gonna pick this one because the length is pretty close to the other one I picked before. It's 400. I'm gonna add, it should. Interested in the faster route. This is for those of you who are interested. So basically, oops. Where is my program? You can have like text file doing this, the species name and ATCG like this, really simple, and save it as text file. But for most people, this is look like crazy stuff. So, oh God, my internet's crazy. Sorry, in case you probably have not noticed yet, but I get pretty nasty when I do computer work. I like when you drive and you get like super aggressive. That's me when I'm coding or like do computer stuff. So you're gonna have to bear with my swear words. Wow, this is so slow. Everybody else doing okay besides me. Yeah, I probably should do that. I'll do that next time. Text file is useful, I agree too.
We just like open a new text file and copy paste. I think that's much faster, อาจารย์ compared to like using the website and wait for it to download, because I'm sure that the browser is faster
Yeah,
if you open it from outside.
yeah, I agree. But yeah, let's yeah, I think, oh yeah, I think most people have where I am. So yeah, we'll do the text file next time, but I think most people will, I think from my experience, most people would not really have the capability to work with text file directly, and text file can be scary. It took me a little while to not be scared by text file.
And it's just like a note file, อาจารย์ it's not that scary.
I know you work with computer, it's not scary to you.
Unless you use Vim, unless you teach Arthur to use Vim, that's another topic.
Oh my God, you talk about Vim now, like you're scaring people. I'm trying to keep people in my class, not taking them away. That's a computer science joke. Like we joke about Vim, which is, I don't know why, but
there's a joke where you lock your computer while opening Vim.
Oh God,
because nobody can edit it. that's a real computer joke.
Yeah, obviously.
Instead of locking your computer, just open Vim.
Yep. So, but yeah, this I think for most people, you find this like pretty easy to use. Like the Mega, it's just like slow, and if you are used to something faster, you might feel a bit frustrating. But if you are comfortable with text file, I'll show you how it works next time. So we have slow. You can copy from my tutorial, cytochrome B. And so this is something that you should start worrying about, is that now the cytochrome B also have other regions built in with them. This is okay, but make sure that it's at least they have cytochrome B inside that, and the length is about the same. So it's 500 now, which is not longer. Sometimes, like because now we have more data in the database, sometimes they include the genomes in there, which is not what we want. The genome is about a lot longer. It would make it difficult to align. So import full, yes. What if we add the wrong one? You can click on the wrong one that you add and you just delete the selected block. If you don't want something, just delete it and you do it again. Yep, import the full for now. And in this case, we are lucky that the full and the CDS are pretty much the same thing. So you don't have to worry about that too much. So we have Americanus, Hell Actus, Sun Bear. And some people, like, I think when you do this, sometimes you forget to put cytochrome B and you probably get the wrong sequence. And when you align them, it's gonna go on bad. So make sure you click the right make sure you check the name that you get the right sequence. Yada 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 yada. Add to alignment, full sequence. Malianas, okay. And then they have slot bear, which does look very much like slot. So, I mean, yeah, the program is like not the fastest or the best to work with, but let me tell you, when I start working with this program, when it's MEGAX 4, it's like crash on me every 2 clicks. So it has come a long damn way. So of course there's a lot faster way to do the same thing, but we're gonna take the sweet ride here. Okay, Malaras, and then we have spectacle bearers. And you may wonder if it's possible to search with the common name, and I do not recommend that, because the same common name can be different things that you intended to search for. So some place might call spectacle bear, and most of the time people who input the data in this database do not include the common names. Only few people include the common names. So the scientific name are the way to go. My browser keep crashing on me. So if you have the same problem as mine, you can just close the browser and open a new one. Some of you can go back to use the same browser. It is completely okay. Good God. How embarrassing. Yes, you are embarrassing yourself. I'm not talking about you guys, I'm talking about the program, sorry. If you hear any like swear words, it's not for you, it's for this. See? This happens from time to time. Come on, search for me. Oh my God, this is ridiculous. All right. Work with me. Don't embarrass me too much. Okay, almost there. I'm on the last one here. I think this is probably the slowest you can get. Like, you guys probably like way finished before me.
I'm just wondering, in text file, you don't put the number in, right? And is there any space for the text.
Wait, sorry, say that again too. Sorry.
For the text file, อาจารย์ do you put any space between the gene and the starting number?
Oh, you use the hard return is a different line.
I mean when you copy the gene expression, do you copy the number too?
No, just the ATCG.
Okay.
You stuck on the fifth one. My beautiful tree to understand that. Yeah, we'll talk. Oh, you're already there. We'll make you outgroup again. So we'll make the outgroup great again. So we'll do that. So once I finish downloading this one, oh God. Yes, we add the red panda too. Right. I forget the red panda. Okay, we're almost there. Panda, don't fail me. Panda, I know, right? See, the cute things is not always the best. Like, they might look cute, but they're like deep down so evil. We all see, this is what you like, the true self start to show when you drive or you start working with the computer program. You start to yell like grandmother, like, why is this thing not working for me? Come on. What? Really? Really? Come on, this is bullshit. Wow. Such wow. All right, guys, I'm going to cheat here. I'm going to cheat a little bit. So let's assume that I finish everything for the sake of time and brevity. You're interested in project about rodents? Okay, so people start calling for group members, so feel free to do that. Please DM Supida if you like rodents. So let's say I finished everything, which I have not. So I'm going to click this muscular looking arms here, the muscles. So that's your alignment algorithm. You can do cluster W also, but let's do muscle here and align DNA. And at least two sequence need to be selected. So you have to select everything. So you just do the command A. Oops, my program is horribly slow today. Oops, okay. Shit, what's going on here? Okay, you can click control. Oh my God, this like kind of embarrassing right now. Talk about crashing is like in front of me. All right, guys. Sorry, I'm going to do the cooking show type thing by open stuff that I already done. This is embarrassing so much. This could be like, one of those things that like, oh, here's done, bing, just happen, like just magically happen. Here we go. See, I get all 8 stuff in there, done. And actually, I forget the red panda, but that's okay. Is it okay? It's not okay. Okay, so gonna control A if it allow me. Oh my God, the program go crazy today. Align the DNA. Okay, it should show like nothing select for alignment, select all, right? Yes, thank you. and it go to all yellow, and then you can, this is more like computer science thing, how fast you want them to go, and be a user, we say okay, and we just go, and it would align your data. So now the alignment look nice, like the same region should be the same place here. And this is where art and science collide, because you see that at sometimes you select like longer sequence here, you can leave them be and just let the program figure it out. Or you can like, you know what? I don't need you guys here. Oh, look at my program here. It's crazy. You can say like, I don't want any of this sequence. You can, it won't click anything. What's wrong with my programs? You can click some of this and you can delete them out if you don't want them. God, it's the time for my new computer. Your alignment is all messed up. If your alignment is messed up, maybe the chances are you import the sequence from other region, not cytochrome B. You just type in the species name and you click the first one you see. So if you have a messed up sequence, look down here and delete the one that messed up out and re-import the sequence again, the right one. So once you have the alignment, you can delete this extra base out if you feel like it. And my recommendation would be to delete them out, because it make a unfair comparison with others, because this other doesn't have. So you can select a bunch of this, which my computer is not cooperating at the moment, and you delete them out. So you can delete the sequence that you don't need. You can delete the selected blocks. Oh my God, this is embarrassing. It always works when I don't show anyone's. It's always like one of those things that fall flat on your face, basically. Okay, so once you have the right alignment, which is all kind of messed up for me right now. Good God. Did that delete for me or did it not? Okay. Oh God. All right. Let's assume that I finish my alignment, that your alignment looks okay. It doesn't have to like perfectly match up. There are some mutation. That's okay. That's fine. You're gonna go to data and you're gonna export alignment. And the most stable format is FASTA format. So I'm gonna save it FASTA. Yeah, if your doesn't look match up, it probably means some of your sequence are from other regions. So select the one that doesn't align and do put the new one in. So that's usually what happens when you get the new regions, get the sequence from different regions. So, and you can save it any name you want. .fast.fac. So I'm gonna go with bear2. Very creative names here. Save that, and you can close this thing. All right. So once you have that, I think I have my good one here. So you, instead of using align, you're now going to use data. So if your alignment is not matched up right now, just play along with me. Just save the data as .fast and just let's play along with me, just so we can see the whole process and we can redo the on your own time. So you open the file, and my bear2 is there, and that's not the correct one. So I'm gonna use the correct one here, the bear.fast. So it's just cooking show. It's like, hey, perfectly baked one. And I can ask you, you want to align or analyze the file? So we already aligned the sequence, so we can start analyzing them. I'm going to ask you, what is this? Is it distance? Is it sequence? Or is protein? Or is nucleotide? Right now we have nucleotide, so I'm going to click nucleotide and OK. Is it protein coding nucleotide? Cytochrome B is a protein, so we're going to say yes. So this is when you have to know your sequence, whether or not they're protein coding or not. And they're going to ask you what kind of translation table you want to use. Like, oh my God. So this is bears, right? So bear are vertebrate, and this is in mitochondria. So yes, vertebrate mitochondria. Then you click OK. Then there's weird symbols here. And you click on the TA. It's going to show you sequence with a bunch of dots. The dots mean it's the same base. It's all C. So if you don't want to see the dot, you can click here and it will show all the base. I think my computer is like super slow right now for some reason. It won't, okay, it take a few seconds to show something. So this is when you want to see the whole thing, or you can just use identical base as dots. And feel free to click anything you feel like clicking. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, this is the reason why Mega is such a horrible program, because it takes so much RAM. And if your computer is not, I think mine is all right, but apparently not enough. Okay, so if you click C, it's going to show all the constant region, so all the conserved region. So out of 397, 278 are exactly the same. So these are not really helpful for your construction. Or you click V is variable, so 119 are variable. And PI is parsimony informative region. This is a region that's good for parsimony studies. So you can click a bunch, and this is translate into the protein for you if you want to. So this is just exploring data, like what it looks like, and then you can close it if you don't need to see anymore. So now we're gonna select the models, right? So we now, if you are trying to follow, we are now here, select substitution model 3. So we're gonna go to model and find the best DNA and protein models. And gonna click, I'll close this down. Do you use currently active data? And you say yes. And gonna ask you to do a bunch of things. And for this, we're gonna leave everything be. For example, like this is like nucleotide, right? We're not doing amino acid, use nucleotide. And sometimes when you do alignment, there's a gap, there's a empty spot in there. You can say delete all the gap or use outside. In our case, we don't really have that much gap, so we're gonna use outside and leave everything be and click OK. And they're going to compare with different models and see our data match what. And you and mine might be different. We might get different answer because we pull different sequences. So mine is HKY plus G. And you can look here, HKY is Hasagawa Kishinoyano. Sorry if some of you Japanese, I'm totally butchering it. So so this is this model, and plus G is gamma distribution for the rate. So we're going to add that when we do the tree. So please note that now. So, and plus I, if you have plus I is invariable rate, invariable size. So we're going to look at that when we construct a tree. So let's do the tree now. So go to phylogeny. We're almost there. So there's a bunch of options. You can do UPGMA, you can do maximum likelihood tree, parsimony tree. We're gonna do maximum likelihood tree here, but feel free to try others, but we're gonna start with this one and use the current data. And here is option you can do. So the bootstrap method is the one we use, the one that describes the shuffling of data. And you can decide how many times you want to do. And I do 50 just for the sake of it doing quickly. And then this is nucleotide substitution. And the model, this is where we input them. HKY model, Hasegawa Kishino Yano model. And then I'm going to ask you the rate and the patterns. I have HKY plus G, so input it here, G. If you have plus I, you put I here. If you plus I plus G, then you select here, plus G, and then everything else stay the same, and you click OK. And this is when how fast your computer is. I think I discovered why my computer is so slow. The Chrome that I was using to play the music took up so much space. So Chrome, I always have love-hate relationship with Chromes. It's nice, but it's sometimes such a resource hogger. So yeah, I prefer Safari, but there's a couple of things that they do better. So you can see it run like multiple replicates here. So now it's 50, so it's finished, and voila. So now we have, I forget the red panda, didn't I? No? Yes. Yes, I forget the red panda in here. But okay, here's a tree, and here's your first phylogeny. Oh, maybe your first. So you can see that this is the bootstrap number. So 68, so you are 68% sure that these two Ursas are together. And you can see right now that the Ursas as a genus are not monophyletic because they have actors right here in the middle, right? So this genus based on cytochrome B are not quite good. So there's something going on there. So that's something to be discussed. So let's say like in the case of Catherine, right? Your red panda inside, right? It's not outgroup, correct? So what you can do, let's say, so I'm gonna make this thing up right now. So let's say you want Malursus or Trema actus ornatus to be outgroup, but it turned out to be in-group. What do? You click on the branch here. It won't let me click the branch. My God, this is horrible. Why not? Oh, okay, it let me click the branch right now. So you can see the green branch here, and you click this root the tree to selected branch. So you reroute the tree to the place it should be root. And now the tree macros would switch. It's basically the switching of internal nodes. So that's it. Now you get the outgroup. So if you decide that you want this to be the outgroup, you can switch this to be outgroup. So yeah, so that's pretty simple, right? And you can do a bunch with this tree. You can turn them into a cladogram, clicking this, and it's showing only topology. This is cladogram, and or you can show the real branch. So I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. So this panda is outgroup here, and you can set a bunch of different things. You can like how far apart the separation, how the tree width, you can set everything, you can make it circle, you can make it radiate. Like you can go crazy with it basically if you want to. I think my computer is like fighting with me. Oh my God, the balloons of death is showing. Good God. No. There we go. This is a good demonstration. It crashed on me. Like, good God. All right, so I'm gonna open Bob this. Oh God, how I love this. All right, I gotta do that step again. If you rewatch this video, this is gonna be so embarrassing to the maximum point. I think, which one is this? I know, I'm gonna ignore you. open, analyze, and nuclear high sequence. You can reroute the red panda? Let me try to go there with you. Let me go to phylogeny. Hachakino. Is your red panda inside or is already outside? Namun. It's inside. So click on the branch, not the name. And see if it should turn that the grain box, and then you can click rerouting. Thank you. So sometimes it doesn't show the clicking. That's what happened in my computer right now. So if you already went ahead, you can start like using the same data to do maximum parsimony and compare the tree and see if they're the same or not. I have to click bootstrap consensus, right? Or you can you get to if you click here, it show like this. You can click the original tree. Yeah, the original tree is the tree that we want. And then, so if you click it, oh, here my red panda. So this is the right sequence. If you click it, it's nothing happened. Then you can start clicking here the root tree, and it would. Shit! What just happened here? Okay, it's supposed to work, but so you click here and they're gonna bring this like icon, and you just bring the icon to the branch you want to reroute, and it should reroute for you. So you can click this and use the icon to reroute your tree as well. So as I said earlier, you can modify your tree using these tools, and you can do colors, of course. You can do live width, you can make it thicker, you can do statistic, click OK, so it can have different labels, and also you can play with that. It's cosmetic. It's not really change your result. And finally, once you want to save the tree, you can go to image and you can save them as your preferred format. The PNG file and PDF will make like super clean and not pixelated. TIFF can be big file, or you can do the screen capture as well, or you can copy the clipboard, and that would also work. So you can save. I usually prefer PNG, and you can browse and save bear ML3. Oh, and it's Cytochrome B tree.png. Save. Okay, and then you should have your tree in there somewhere. My God, I get lost in my own computer. That's embarrassing. So that's your tree right there. So you basically repeat this process with new you now can choose maximum parsimony to compare and see if you get the same structure, and do it again with another protein called interphotoreceptor retinoid binding protein, or IRBP. It's a pretty long name, but it's actually it's a different type of DNA because it's come from nucleus as opposed to mitochondria, and see if you get the same answer. So that's all I have for today. So I'm gonna stay a while if you feel like you want to finish this in this session, in the live session, or otherwise you are feel free to go. You might be, as I am right now, frustrated with the program is just not working with Zoom on and everything on. It's like so crazy. You can just like sign off now and you can do it later.
John, can you show the text file extraction?
Yes, yeah. So for those of you who like sick of like using that browser thingy and it's becoming too much, you can use a text file. So I'm going to show the text file version of it. So if you want to use a text file, you need some good text editor. You can use in Mac, I think it's a text edit, or in PC, this Notepad. You can use that. And I'm gonna put the new one. So what you do, this FASTA file format, you use that symbol, the greater symbols, and this is the name of the sequence. You can say Ertus Actus. And then the next line would be your ATCG. So you can go to NCBI website. So now everything is slow. Not just me, not just Mega. I can't blame Mega. So, and you can get the ATCG from that website on Mega, and you place them here. So ATCG, so on and so forth, and then you start a new one. There's this Maritimus. Does have to be a capital letter. And then you copy the ATCG again with our numbers. So I'm gonna try to show how to get this from. Might be a little bit slow. I think it's probably have to do with my internet too. It's not disconnected at least. So that's good news. I don't get kicked off. They're probably like, oh, why you complain so much? I'm not kicking you out. You should be grateful. Wow, such wow. So you can keep this, and then you save this as, then you change the extension into FAS, the FASTA file. And then you click save. So that's how you do the text file, and you can use this to open in Mega if you prefer to do that. Wow, the internet is so slow today. Is it internet or is it because I'm seeing you guys okay in Zoom? It's just this Genbank thing is super, super, super slow today. Let me try Chrome and see if it helps. This is why I have a love-hate relationship with Chrome. It's good most time. I know he has all my money since Steve Jobs, so it's not like it's not the news. Yeah, I mean Tim Cook is a nice guy, but his product costs too much. I mean, there's new iMac coming out, all these beautiful colors. I want them all. Oh my God. Wow, it's so slow today. Sorry, guys. Take too much of your time. So I want nucleotide. Show me the nucleotide. It usually, when it goes a lot quicker, usually, but it just want to make me look bad in front of you guys. I think that's what I do. I'm gonna sue Team Cook for this. You're embarrassing me. Your product is subpar of this. Well, this also 5 years old iMac, so I can't really complain. I know, I wanted to. So you can click the sequence you want, and you can send, you can say FASTA text, and it will show the already formatted FASTA format for you. Look like this. So you can just copy this to use in here as well, and you can adjust the name. That faster for many people. It's faster for me. I usually do this. So you can do this as well. So you like go back again and change to Maritimus search. And you click on that. And then if you click from this page, you can have it, you can change the format to faster text and would switch for you, and you just copy the whole thing. Yeah, and this is okay. You can have multiple line of ATCG as long as the sequence name is that greater sign. So I usually do this, and you can save this and open it in Mega. So I'm going to try to, okay, save both. And if I close this data, nope. I'll close everything. So now they should show up in your folder, and you can open them up just like normal, and you can align them here. So just like the way we pull the data from directly from the program. So if any of you find the text file way that I just show quicker, do it. That's okay. I don't mind how you get the sequence in here, but most people find it to be easier doing this way, but it could be slow sometimes. So I think that's all I have to show you guys. So